Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Prep Zone. I'm Rhett Sharp. We're here in Mandeville again for the second round. It's the regional Division I playoff game between the Lady Skippers and the Comeaux Lady Spartans. The Lady Skippers come in as a 4th seed, the Lady Spartans a 13th seed. Talking to both coaches, I expect a real competitive game. Really, whoever scores first is going to have the advantage here, but always home team has the advantage. Mandeville High at home. Really, really nice record. So we'll see what happens. Lady Skippers, Lady Spartans. Pre-game with Coach Esser. Coach, second round of the playoffs. We were just here. What are you going to have to do to come out with a win against the Lady Spartans?
Tonight, much like we were trying to do last time, I think we got to get out there, put them under some pressure early, and make them try and play from behind. I think they're a different team and they have to play from behind. So we want them to try and have to chase the game a little bit. So if we're able to get a goal on them, that'd be huge. And
so to get a goal, you're going to need Mackenzie Manuel, maybe Mia Dubrock. Give me some of your seniors and some of the players that you need to come up big tonight.
Everybody who's on the field is going to have to come up big tonight. But I think when you mentioned Mackenzie and Mia, maybe not just them, because sometimes they can draw some of the attention away. And so when you talk about a team that's going to maybe play a lot of defense against you, Mackenzie can occupy 1 or 2 or 3 of their players, and then somebody else who maybe doesn't have their goal scoring ability, doesn't have their totals, will get a big playoff goal tonight.
And to finish, what do you know about the Comeaux?
Comeaux's played some very good defense, been in a lot of one-goal games, whether they won or lost. So they don't win big, but they don't lose big either. So I think it's going to be tight no matter what.
Pre-game with Coach Boudreau. Coach, what's it going to take for your team to come in here tonight in Mandeville and come up with a win, basically an upset?
It would have to be a quick start. Got to start off on their toes, and nothing risky in the back line. Get the ball in our areas where we like it. It's fairly 2 defensive style teams, so transitions play is going to be big, getting up and down the field. I think first team to tire out, getting up or getting back is going to leave a couple gaps open. Exploiting those gaps is going to be the next thing.
I tend to agree with you, and I've done a little research on your team. You haven't lost many games, first of all, and not by much. So really, what are you going to have to do offensively again to kind of counteract what Mandeville might do?
It's a mental game for the most part. We like to hold on to that 0, not allow anything in. But for the most part, whenever we can put in the first goal, it's a good sign. I think Acadiana came back on us after we put in the first goal, and that was one of the few teams that came around after that. But I think our girls tired out that game to begin with. But they're ready. It's been coming, and I think it's going to be a pretty close game for the most part.
I agree, and I think it's going to be a real competitive game. Do you think they're anyway intimidated at all in coming into Mandeville?
No, actually a few of the girls play club ball with some of them, so it's they're familiar with each other. But it's even shutting out that aspect and uniting on the field as 11 instead of noticing their friends on the other side.
This one's underway as Fayard and Manuel send it back to Dubrock, and it is out of bounds. This again, the regional round, second round of the high school LHSAA girls playoffs. Comeaux Lady Spartans and the Mandeville Lady Skippers. Comeaux with the throw in. That's Ali Chadnier. Dubrock. Nice run. And it's going to stay on that far sideline. Lady Skippers coming off a big win against Zachary, 6-0 last week, while the Lady Spartans beat Thibodaux 5-0. So a couple of nice scores posted by both squads coming into tonight's matchup. The Spartans a 13th seed, while the Skippers are a 4th seed. It's going to be a cross, and that's pretty good defense from Middleman, center back for Comeaux. It's going to bring up a corner kick for the Skippers. Number 12, Isabel Barrios. Hand up. Here's the kick. Nice ball, and the header goes off the top post. Wow, that was really, really close. Skippers almost coming up with a score there. And out comes goalkeeper Callie Miller. Wow, the Skippers almost strike early. Really couldn't get much closer than that. Fayard gonna send that ball up to Manuel, who's gonna back it out looking for Biggs. She finds Scallon and then out of bounds. There's the Comeaux sideline and Coach Boudreau in the red sweatshirt. Barrios looking for Manuel. Good defense from Comeaux. And here comes a counterattack. That's a nice move from Creamer. And Christine Creamer, that's going to be a foul. They call her KK. A little shaken up on the play. She's going to think about it. She gets up. Looks like the wind. They've got knocked out her a little bit. She's up. So Comeaux with the free kick and the first Skippers with the first foul of the match. That ball tries to find the box and then cleared by Dubrock. Middleman turns and that ball goes off of Bailey Menina. Again, the Skippers almost scored a few minutes ago, just a couple minutes ago, off of a great corner kick attempt. The header went off the top bar. Boudreau gets the give and go, and she's still on it. And out of bounds. Boudreau with the throw in. Biggs to Boudreau. She's going to send it up to Manuel. And McKenzie sends that one out of bounds. And looks like we might have a ball boy now. Comeaux with the throw in. That far sideline has seen a lot of action in the first 6 minutes of this game. 5 minutes. Shot really not an issue for Miller. And Middleman set to take the goal kick. Talking to both coaches pre-game. Surprisingly, they both had similar things to say as far as, you know, scoring first and pressing on offense. It's been Skipper ball so far, and there's a good pass. A lot of interference there. Another goal kick awarded to Comeaux. Also, these teams play a lot of club soccer and are very familiar with one another. So the ball goes up the line. Put back in play by Seals. And now Comeaux cuts it out. And that's good defense from Danielle Tyler. Good pass, good catch. Manuel to throw in. She's going to lay that ball off for Barrios and get it right back. Nice turn. She's got a shot. Look at a shot or a cross. Thought she might pull the trigger there. Barrios again inside to Manuel, and she's going to cross it in and out of bounds behind the goal. Callie Miller posted 13 clean sheets this season. Not too shabby. And she's seen quite a little bit of action here early against the Skippers. Manuel lets that one go by, and here's the center. That ball dangerously just kind of hangs out in the box. Comeaux finally gets it away, and they are awarded with a throw-in. Biggs. Dubrock. Here comes Comeaux now. It's a foot race with Boudreaux able to get to it. That's a nice outlet with plenty of room. That's good vision from Mia Dubrock. Barrios couldn't keep it in. Isabel Barrios takes her time, surveys the field. Manuel in a battle with Taylor Campbell. Barrios again from about the same spot. Dubrock. And they switch fields. And that's Paige Delahousse. Just happy to kick that out. Boudreaux with the quick throw in. Cleared by Chatinier. Dubrock and Leger. Paige Delahousse going to switch fields. Looking to find somebody streaking up this near sideline now. And she was looking for Taylor Campbell. There's Campbell with the throw in. KK lays it off. Nobody home in the middle of the field. And here comes Mackenzie Manuel with the breakaway. Look at the speed. And that is good defense from Middleman. Looked like Mandeville almost had a counterattack. Here's a cross in the box. Miller, no problem. She falls on the ball. Gonna step out and punt it. 0-0 ball game. Lady Spartans, Lady Skippers. That ball's cut out nicely by Biggs, and then taken off the ball. Paige Delahousse just sends one up. Nobody home for Comeaux. That ball escorted to Jordan Pellegrin. And that's an offside whistle. Christine Creamer. Middleman gets ahead on it. Here comes Chatinier looking for Creamer. Mandeville defense having none of that right now. The ball stays in bounds. Nice work from Seals. They're going to switch fields all the way to the far end. That's Fayard trying to run it down. Nice piece of defensive work from Bailey Menina. Short throw in. Looking for Dubrock. Again, Biggs with a nice move. And she's going to take a shot from distance off the mark. Goal kick, Lady Spartans. These two sides have put up a pretty brisk pace here in the first half. The Skippers owning the majority of possession. But Comeaux has had a couple of opportunities. No real shots on goal, but a couple nice runs. Danielle Tyler loses that ball, but she's going to get the throw in. Nice turn from Barrios. Out of bounds. Good shot of your linesman there. And we're going to have a whistle. It's going to be a free kick. I guess the referee has determined Comeaux was a little physical there. That ball retrieved by Manuel, and she is dangerous. 51 goals on the season. Seals trying to go inside. And she gets it right back. And then that ball is out of bounds right in front of us here. Barrios has been busy with the throw-ins here. That ball sent forward to a tracking Rachel Scallon, and Delahousse gets a foot on it to cut it off and send it out of bounds. Nice pass, Dubrock. Oh, wow. Barrios kind of lets that one slip by. A couple of nice moves, but that's good defense to keep her away from that centering pass. Delahousse, dangerous, just kind of off her foot there. Went off the post. Callie Miller almost. That was almost an own goal, folks, and Callie Miller doing everything she can to keep that out of the net. Dangerous play back there by the Comeaux defense, and the Mandeville player goes down. She gets right back up. So that's two balls that have gone off the iron tonight for the Skippers. One from a header from a Skipper player. This is the other one just a moment ago from a Comeaux defender. Two close calls early in the match. Chatinier gets the ball off, and there's KK. A little bit of a misstep there. Dubrock momentarily loses the ball and then is able to get it up. Lindsay Bergeron the freshman for the Comeaux Spartans, kicks it out of bounds, and again Barrios to throw this in. Barrios looking for somebody. She's going to get it back after it bounces off a couple of Comeaux players, sends it inside. Mackenzie Manuel, Biggs, and that Comeaux defense bend but don't break strategy is working so far. Nice play from Scallon. Nice ball. Fayard gets cut off. And let's see if Comeaux can counterattack, and nope. Skippers get called for the whistle. So Ali Chatinier, number 4, the senior for the Comeaux Spartans, gets that one, gets this one off. A little bit of back and forth here in the middle of the field. Finally, Dubrock comes up with it with the ball. Nice defensive work from Scallon at midfield. Leger sends it up. Rachel Scallon is there. Leger again. That's a nice settle, and then a steal. Seals trying to make a run here. She's got Chatinier shadowing her. There's Creamer. Dubrock. Nice pass to Manuel, and Manuel is dangerous. She's going to turn the Jets on. Great pass. And there it is, folks. Lauren Fayard to finish. It's Mackenzie Manuel with a great pass to Fayard. And just like that, the Skippers are up in this match 1-0 over the Comeaux Lady Spartans. Beautiful piece of work, offensive work, I should say, from the Skippers to finish that play. So the Lady Spartans now are playing behind the 8 ball, so to speak. And both coaches said that whoever would score first in this one really would kind of have a great advantage. And you can say that with any game, but especially in the playoffs with two teams so closely suited. Skippers taking that advantage. Nice throw in to Creamer. Immediately cut off. Manuel gets tripped up, and the Skippers are going to get a free kick just past the midfield marker. Mia Dubrock to take the kick. That's a good ball. Dangerous play. Fayard just running people over down there. Dubrock. Barrios sends it into the center. Dubrock stays on the ball. Here comes the pass. Back post, almost. And here comes a counterattack from the Comeaux Lady Spartans. This is what Coach Boudreau talked about, and this is what they need, and it's quickly stopped by Scallon. A little bit of a defensive miscue from the Skippers is quickly cleaned up. Seals gets taken off the ball by Taylor Campbell. And there's Dubrock trying to run it down. Mia Dubrock is just a great player for the Lady Skippers. Always looking up the field. Has great vision. Creamer, a nice move to stay on it. Then she gets shoved to the ground. That's a Danielle Tyler foul. Gonna set Comeaux up with a free kick. Referee saying back it up a little bit. She's got it. Ali Chatinier said, okay, I hear you. And I'm gonna take this kick now. Let's see if Comeaux can get some players in the area. No problem for Jordan Pellegrin. That's the second time she's touched the ball tonight. Nice ball from Biggs. Beautiful through ball. Wow. I'll tell you what. If Callie Miller does not come off her line, that is a surefire goal for the Skippers. Great play from Miller. Just a great through ball from the Skippers. Barrios upfield for Biggs. Takes Leger off the ball. Dubrock. Nice piece of defense from Chatinier. And that'll be a whistle. A few physical tackles here tonight as this game has progressed through the first half. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the regional round of the girls high school soccer playoffs. This is the Skippers and the Comeaux Lady Spartans in Mandeville. The Skippers with a 1-0 lead. And Jambon tries to find somebody in the corner, and she does. Look like a handball, and it will be whistled. This is Middleman. Maddie Jambon, nice ball up the far sideline for Boudreau, who sends it in to Dubrock, who settles it, and then, wow, she's right before she could pull the trigger. We had a defender come in, and she's slow to get up, but she stopped the shot. Dubrock again. Going to play it to Biggs. And we've got a hurt player. We're going to have a quick timeout. Mandeville Lady Skippers up 1-0 in Mandeville. And we're back in play after a brief timeout. That was Ali Chatinier who blocked Mia Dubrock's shot moments ago. She's okay. She's still on the field. The senior center midfielder. Coach Boudreau would probably really dislike losing her tonight. And here comes Comeaux. That's a nice move right there. Looking for Creamer. And all that ball does is find a waiting Jordan Pellegrin. She's going to hang out now and wait for somebody to come get the ball and then pick it up. Dubrock gets ahead on it. Comeaux sends it back up. Nice defensive work from the Skippers. And this is Taylor Campbell looking for Creamer. Too many defenders there, and the Skippers are running to the ball. Comeaux's kind of waiting on it, and then as a result, they're getting less offensive opportunities. And that's some pretty decent defensive work from Faith Harris against Mackenzie Manuel, who is the threat for the Skippers, whether passing or shooting. Out of bounds in front of the Comeaux bench. This is Kimberly Boudreau to throw it in. Kim's going to get it right back up the line to Manuel. And she just runs around people. It's a nice pass inside to Fayard. And that's some defense from Comeaux now. De La Houssaye. Mandeville fans calling for an offside. The referee's keeping his flag down. Paige De La Houssaye with a nice run. She had Creamer, but she lost the ball on that second or third touch. And now the referees are having a little talk. You see Christine Creamer in the middle of your screen, number 12 for Comeaux. She is their sole striker. And that's Biggs out of bounds. There's the Mandeville bench. And Coach Esker with his arms crossed. His team with a 1-goal advantage right now. And Taylor Campbell, your right midfielder for Comeaux, is going to throw this in. De La Houssaye loses it. That's a good ball in the box, but really no problem for Jordan Pellegrin, as it's been all night. Under 10 to go in the first half. Again, 1-0 your score. The Lady Skippers scored off a beautiful give and go from Manuel. And speaking of Manuel, she almost gets a runoff. Faith Harris back there to stop any offensive progress. Dubrock with a shot from distance. Callie Miller in the right spot at the right time. Takes that one out of the air. Comeaux with a spark here. It's a foot race. And they're going to get, Comeaux that is going to get rewarded with a corner kick. Their first one of the night. You can see that if Creamer gets a head of steam going, she's pretty quick. And she's going to take this kick now for the Lady Spartans. Hand up, ball goes in. Back post knocked out by Pellegrin. And the Skippers send it forward for a counterattack. It's quickly stopped by Comeaux, and it's going back the other way. We're going to have an offside. It's a great effort from Comeaux, but Skippers defenders stepped up. That's a good ball from LHSAA, who's walked off an earlier injury. And that's going to be a free kick, as these two teams are playing pretty physical now. Danielle Tyler to kick this away. Biggs up the line and out of bounds. Here comes a skipper substitution as Biggs goes out. Throwing up the sideline. Manuel can't get a handle on it. Barrios, she's going to get it back, and there's Barrios with a shot off the target. Just about 6 minutes to go here. First half action. If the Comeaux Lady Spartans want to come out of here with a victory, they're going to have to jump start that offense, and Coach Boudreau is going to have to talk to them at halftime about exactly how to do that. Coach Esker's team is running at a pretty high level right now and controlling the game from what I can see. This is Manuel inside, dangerous ball. Tries to hit that with the outside of her right foot, looking for a pass across the face of the net. And she is going to receive a corner kick. This is Mia Dubrock. Gonna swing it in. Back post, out of bounds, and a corner kick the opposite way now for the Skippers. Dubrock gonna make her way over to take this one. Hand up, played in. Good ball, Manuel was all over it. Good defense from Comeaux. Here comes De La Houssaye. A nice move, but Kayla Seals is there to stop it. And that ball trickles out of bounds. Quick throw in from Olivia Kurth, and then popped out. Barrios now. Seals gets cut off by Chatinier. Kurth. And there's Boudreau. That ball gets cut out. And Comeaux just really has no answer yet for this Skipper defense. They might need to switch it up, get some more strikers in the mix. They're playing a 5-player midfield set right now. Just doesn't seem to be working with that one striker. Mandeville, that's a great pass inside to Manuel, and an even better defensive play from Faith Harris. If McKenzie gets it in the box anywhere, it's dangerous, and Faith Harris shut her down. Under 3 to play. Looks like we're going to have a corner kick now. Mia Dubrock again takes the honors. That kick deep. put back in the box. It kind of bounces around. Finally, Comeaux sends it out. Seals tried to find Kurth, and she missed it. But the Skippers again just send it right back into the offensive fray. Faith sends it up the sideline. That's cut off by Boudreaux, and she's going to get the throw in. Dubrock settles, makes a move. Looking for the corner, couldn't find it. De La Houssaye. And Creamer needs to be making that run already when De La Houssaye passes the ball. And it's going to be a Comeaux throw-in. A little confusion about who's going to throw this ball in. Finally, Taylor Campbell takes it and pretty much throws it right back out of bounds. So the Skippers get it right back. Scallon. Lanny Ogeron. Dubrock settles. Seals gives the ball to Mia Dubrock, who's done a lot of work in this first half. Well played into Barrios, who's going to switch fields. And across the field, she's going to find Jambone, who's going to center it in. Unbelievable. Wow, Callie Miller. I mean, that ball was going in, so Callie Miller had to two-hand push that ball out of the goal, and again it hits the iron, comes back down, and one of the Comeaux defenders, I believe it was Faith Harris, had to kick it out of bounds. I'm pretty sure it was Faith, but that was just another unbelievable play, and unlucky for the Skipper fans and lucky for Comeaux as another one hits the goal and is denied. Got to be in stoppage time now. The referee checking his watch. And there it is. After 40 minutes of play here in Mandeville, the Lady Skippers are up by a score of 1-0 in this regional playoff game.
St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, an A-rated school district. Graduates with the highest ACT scores in the state. Facilities with the latest technology. Safe and secure schools. A variety of sports. Fine arts. And learning to last a lifetime.
I'm Superintendent Trey Foles, and this is where we educate every child, every day.
Second half underway. Comeaux sends it back to their defensive line. Taylor Campbell looks to press forward, and we've got a whistle. Mia Dubrock going to get called for a foul. And Ali Chatinier going to send this one up. I got to think at halftime, Coach Boudreaux gave him a talk and said, we need some offense, ladies. Relieve some of this pressure on our defense. That's a good ball from Middleman. And it stays in that far sideline. ball pops straight up in the air. LHSAA gets a foot on it and out of bounds. The ball looked like it slipped. Ooh, and we got looked like a headbutt there, one of the Comeaux players. And that's a nice defensive play from Taylor Campbell. Referee checking out the player. Chatinier looking at her eye. Let's see if she stays in. A lot of concern there. Looks like she's okay, and we're going to continue on. Allie Chatinier, the senior back there, making sure her teammate is okay. And this is Madeline Jambone going to throw it into Manuel. And that's a nice clear for Comeaux. Right back in the danger zone, though, as Jambone sends it back to Boudreau, who centers it. That's a nice pass, really. Oh, wow. Open goal. But we have a whistle. Huge collision there in the box between Callie Miller and I believe it was Lauren Fayard, but it's a goal kick. Biggs, Barrios. That's a nice settle for Fayard. She loses the handle. LHSAA. And we've got a whistle. A little extracurricular activity from Paige LHSAA, the freshman, and she gets a yellow card. Gonna have to go out for a bit. And there's the referee talking to Mia Dubrock. And we're going to have a free kick now after what seemed to be a little bit talking back and forth there. And Callie Miller going to let that go for a goal kick. First half has not turned out the way that Comeaux would probably liked for it to have turned out. We've got injuries and a yellow card. And the skipper's on the move with Barrios. LHSAA right back in the game. Coach Boudreau confident that she is going to keep her cool. Good ball from Boudreau, and that's just great movement from the skippers. And they're going to get a throw in. That ball goes off of LHSAA. Kim Boudreau throw it in. Dubrock out of bounds. If you're just joining us, the second half just started here in Mandeville. The Skippers lead the Comeaux Lady Spartans by a score of 1-0. And that's a throw up the line out of bounds. Dubrock. And that's a whistle. Emotions are running high in this playoff game as Allie Chatinier sets this kick up. That ball popped way in the air and out of bounds. Taylor Campbell. Throw it in. Creamer looks like she's slow on the uptake there. It's unfortunate for Comeaux. Boudreaux sends it forward. Dubrock chasing. And Callie Miller has to come out of goal to kick it away. That's a quick throw in for Mandeville. Manuel goes inside. Biggs can't settle it. Chatinier. And she comes up with it. She's got room to run, sends it forward to Creamer. Nobody home. And Rachel Scallon sends it out. There's Coach Esker helping retrieve the ball. And just like that, the Skippers get it back. Biggs. Miller comes out. Miller's had quite a game tonight. A lot of work. Leger trying to find somebody to work with. And everybody looks hobbled now for Comeaux. Christine Creamer holding on to her hamstring. Dubrock gonna give the ball to Maddie Jambon. And then Maddie's gonna pass it back to Boudreaux. And finally we have a throw in. Dubrock out of bounds. All right. So the second half has started pretty much like the first half ended, with the Skippers with somewhat of a decided advantage offensively and in control. But having said that, it's only a 1-0 game. Mandeville would love to have two. And with this shot right here, they almost had it. Manuel with a great first step gets behind the Comeaux defense. And that's good work from the Skippers. And a pass sent out, quickly scooped up again and out of bounds. I know Coach Esker would love for his squad to put another point on the board. Conversely, Coach Boudreaux desperately wants his team to do something to spark their offense. Danielle Tyler's going to back it off. And the Skipper defense going to kind of play keep away. And that ball goes out of bounds at midfield. Throw in Lady Spartans. Biggs. Chatinier turns it back the other way. It's good work from Taylor Campbell. See how fast these Skippers defenders are. They just track the ball and get to it so fast. There's no answer for Comeaux, especially if KK's hurt. You got a whistle going Skipper way. Physicality. Short ball taken by Maddie Jambone. Then she gets it up looking for Manuel. Can't find her. And Boudreaux escorts it out of bounds. She's going to throw it in. Taylor Campbell over KK's head. That's a nice settle from Danielle Tyler. And Seals sends it out. So we're all over the field right now. Sideline to sideline, out of bounds. Let's see if Comeaux and Taylor Campbell, the junior, can make something happen. You can see the tent that Comeaux set up before the game to keep them comfortable. Skipper throw in to Barrios. And that ball popped up high in the air. It stays in, at least for the moment. And still in. Chatinier heads it forward. A bit of a miscue and a cleanup for the Comeaux defense. Nice move from Mia Dubrock, and she's going to cross it. Allie sends it forward and out of bounds. Creamer and De La Houssaye seem to be pushed forward for Comeaux now offensively. They may have made a change at halftime, it looks like, to do something in the offensive realm, because it's just not happening for them. But their defense has really played a heck of a game. Again, it's only 1-0. The Skippers have not been able to find the back of the net. Sands the one time, and there's a shot. A diving save from Callie Miller. Wow. Looked like that ball was going to be true, and Callie Miller blocks it out. Dubrock going to take the corner kick. As you see Biggs and Barrios on your screen there. Manuel and Jambone all in the box. Wow. Straight to Callie Miller, but that was pretty fortunate because a lot of Skippers were crashing the goal. And that's a good punt. Creamer lays it down. And De La Houssaye can't get to it. Skipper throw in for Kimberly Boudreau. It's like, where is the ball? There it is. 25 minutes left in the match. The Skippers have been in control, but have not taken control of the game, as Comeaux still hangs in there. Boudreau again up the line. Dubrock passes it backwards to a waiting Manuel, and they are going to get the throw in. Nice defense from Lindsay Bergeron, the freshman. Manuel stays with it. Back post was Barrios. And Barrios is going to stay on it now. Dangerous ball in the box. Anybody can get there. And great pass. And the shot goes off the post and in. Mia Dubrock. Great shot. And really what set that up was a pass from, I believe it was Manuel again. I hope I'm right on that with the assist, just to give it off to Dubrock. And just like that, it's 2-0 now. And Comeaux really in trouble here in Mandeville. Manuel with a nice through ball. Wow. Emma Middleman comes out of nowhere as Maddie Jambone had a clear shot. A beautiful through ball from Manuel. And the skipper's really pouring it on now as they get another corner kick here. Dubrock, who just scored the goal, going to take it. Low kick. Nice defense from Faith Harris. Danielle Tyler. Really a strong stopper for the Skippers. Manuel. Dubrock wide open. Well, she wants it back. She wants that shot back, no doubt about it. Goes off her right foot. Another clear angle to the goal, and it's a quick goal kick taken. And just as quickly taken back by the Skippers, and Dubrock making a crazy run in the box and kicks it right to Callie Miller. I mean, what a great run, and Callie Miller just stood there. I don't know that she could have kicked it to Callie Miller again if she tried. So the Skippers now putting on an offensive show. And Coach Esker probably breathing a little easier now. Creamer sends it back to Lindsay Bergeron with a throw-in to the middle. Creamer again to Chatinier. Faith Harris, with the turn to Chatinier, up to Creamer. And that's nice ball movement from Comeaux. So we see that they are capable of it, just can't string it together tonight as Allie, Chatinier, and Mackenzie Manuel tangle up. It's going to be a Skipper throw-in. We're just about halfway through the second half of the match, and the Skippers are up 2-0. That's a good-looking run. Out of bounds. It's going to be a free kick. You can see the slope of the pitch there. Barrios sends it in. That's a great ball inside. She's going to get it right back. And the Comeaux defense holds up. Biggs and Ogeron. Callie Miller comes up with that one and punts it away. De La Houssaye, who had the yellow card earlier, gets taken off the ball. And that's Jambon. Chatinier to De La Houssaye. And then really nothing happening there. That's a good ball up the sideline for Dubrock, and she's going to have an opportunity for a cross. And that's great defense from number 22, Lindsay Bergeron. Skippers with a corner kick now. And this Comeaux defense has got to be tired after 60 minutes plus of really nonstop action. Coach Boudreau's got a mass substitution coming in. Get some fresh legs in there and see if they can make a difference here in this game. Dubrock sends it in. That's a good ball, back post. And number 14, Emma Middleman, had to make that save, or it would have been 3-0. Creamer to De La Houssaye. Back to Creamer. And then it's just cut out by the Skipper defense, who's been so strong all night. Allie Chatinier. And that's no problem for Danielle Tyler, who just runs around a Comeaux offensive player. And here come the Skippers on a counter. Biggs. Comeaux with the steal. Chatinier to Creamer. Creamer with a nice move around Tyler with a shot. No problem for Pellegrin again. But there is still life in these Comeaux Lady Spartans. The playoff lives are on the line here in hostile territory at Mandeville. Nice work from Laney Orgeron just to stay with it. Boudreau. That's a good throw in up the line now and out of bounds again. This is going to be Maddie Jambon. That's a nice turn from Mia Dubrock. She's looking for the nice move. And then inside, Manuel tried to get a foot on that, couldn't. Dubrock lets it go for Jambon. Boudreau. And Faith Harris has to get rid of it quickly as Mackenzie Manuel is tracking her down. Boudreau quickly back in. Manuel, Harris. That ball dangerous, perfectly placed. And Callie Miller again falls on it as the Skippers' offense couldn't quite capitalize on a great inbound ball from Mackenzie Manuel. There's Creamer and Taylor Campbell on that far sideline, cut out by Carolyn Boudreau. Comeaux throw in. After a substitution, looks like Creamer is going to take a rest. That's a good ball from Middleman and out of bounds. So with under 15 minutes to go in the match, Mandeville 2, Comeaux 0. And the storyline for this entire game has been the Mandeville offense just overpowering the Comeaux defense with a nonstop barrage of shots and passes. Comeaux's really never gotten into the game offensively. But they have played with a lot of heart. And right there is a great example as Laney Ogeron wins the 50-50 ball from Mia Dubrock. Biggs gonna shoulder a Comeaux player away and out of bounds again. Kayla Seals now gonna pass it to Caroline Boudreau. Up the line. Chatinier can't settle. And this is another storyline of the game. It's just sideline to sideline. Back and forth. Kimberly Boudreau now for the throw, and that's a handball. Whistle. So Allie Chatinier, the senior center midfielder for the Lady Spartans, who's had a heck of a game tonight, gets that ball off and just kind of sends it out of bounds. Not really what they need right now, the Lady Spartans. And I don't know that they're going to find it tonight here at Sid Terrio Stadium. The Lady Skippers have had an answer for whatever Comeaux has brought. That's a push off, and some of the Comeaux fans don't like it, but they are still on the move, the Skippers. That's in the box with the shot. Miller, great save. I believe that was Fayard with the shot. Jambone gonna center it, and that's cut out by Faith Harris. And it's a Skipper throw, and again, Kim Boudreau. Dubrock inside to Manuel. She beats Harris. That's a beautiful cross. And Callie Miller again just all over the goal. Miller having a heck of a game despite the score. She has been able to stop a lot of shots tonight. That's Laney Ogeron. Can't come down with it. Comeaux throw in, far side Taylor Campbell. And we've got a substitution. Looks like Christine Creamer is going to come back into the match. She's fighting hard there. Can tell she's got a little bit of an injury. Kind of timid on that left foot or leg. Comeaux moving the ball down the field with throw-ins. Creamer gets it, gets a shot off target, but still a shot nonetheless. Jordan Pellegrin watches it go by, and she's going to take this kick. Under 10 minutes to play in the match. Mandeville has to feel pretty good about where they are right now in relation to the score and moving forward into next week and the third round of the playoffs. Pellegrin now. That ball taken in the air by Orgeron. And the Skippers immediately take control, but LHSAA gets a foot on it. And here comes Delahousse. That's a good pass. She gets it back. And that's great defensive work from Kim Boudreau as Dubrock gets it and turns it out of bounds. Throw in from Menina. Campbell up the sideline. Seals too fast. Ogeron back to Chatinier. Kim Boudreau wins that ball. It's a great ball up the sideline to a streaking Mackenzie Manuel. And she gets taken off. That's a great play from Breland Wilbur. Or that might be, that's Menina, excuse me. A lot of excitement there in that play, folks. Callie Miller had to come out of the box, out of the goal, excuse me. Manuel couldn't get a foot on an open goal. And a missed opportunity from the Skippers, but great defensive work again from Comeaux to keep it within 2. But, I mean, they're going to have to do something really, really spectacular here in the closing 7 minutes of the match. Dubrock to Manuel. That's a great ball from an overlapping Maddie Jambone, out of bounds. Comeaux throw in with Menina. Manuel back inside to Jambone. Menina. Chatinier loses the handle as Boudreau sends it across, and there's a shot, no problem for Callie Miller. She gets a good punt off Ogeron. Tyler. And a throw in. Up the line and back. Nope, stays in, out of bounds. Biggs across the field. That's a great play from Boudreau. She comes out of nowhere to win that ball. Manuel. And that's all Emma Middleman can do, is to get the ball out of bounds. Skipper throw in to Boudreau, who's going to cross it. Wow, Manuel got her foot on that ball, put it down. And Callie Miller once again was in the right place at the right time, and she's done that a lot tonight. Delahousse. The ball is going to trickle all the way back to Pellegrin, and Jordan Pellegrin getting it done for the Skippers. Good punt. Nice camera work. Jambone. That's a great ball for Dubrock, who couldn't find it when Faith Harris stepped in. Got a skipper substitution and a throw-in coming up from Dubrock. Maddie Jambone going to take a seat. Nice work from her tonight. Looks as though the skippers are going to come out of this one with a victory. Caroline Boudreau across the field to Barrios, who puts it back in the corner. That's almost an own goal. Manuel, wow. Callie Miller just getting put through the ringer. She gets a shot from her own defender and then a shot from Mackenzie Manuel, and neither one scored. And it's a skipper corner kick. That's a nice ball. I'll tell you what, Mackenzie Manuel was right there, and that was just a great left-footed shot into the box from number 12, Isabel Barrios. I'd love to see a replay of that. Beautiful corner kick, and that's going to put it away for the Skippers, 3-0. Looked like a Michael Bradley Olympico. And we're going to have a restart. Ball never crossed the midfield. And that was just pretty much the icing on the cake for Coach Esker and his squad, as they put an exclamation point on this match with a third goal late off a beautiful corner kick. Mackenzie Manuel may or may not have finished it. I think she did, but that was a great kick. It kind of swung in. This is Leger. And I'm getting word from next door that next week Mandeville will play St. Joseph's Academy. So stay tuned on the Prep Zone for that. Pellegrin sends it away. Carolyn Boudreau. I'm going to give it to Kimberly Boudreau. The Boudreau connection, always a factor here in Mandeville. Kimberly Boudreau now, and we are in stoppage time. This game is all but over, folks. The Skippers, looks like, no doubt will move on. Just a great game, a complete game, I'd say, for Coach Esker, and something they can build a lot of confidence on going forward. They are the 4th seed here in these playoffs. And Fayard gets a well-deserved rest. Comeaux comes in here and really tried to get something started, but unfortunately for Comeaux and their fans, they could not get it going offensively, like I've been saying for most of the evening. And so they will go home tonight and think about this until next season. Heck of a game from Coach Boudreau and the Lady Spartans. That's a cross. No problem for Pellegrin. Referee checking his watch now. And that's it, folks. That's the end of your match. And the Mandeville Skippers move on to the third round of these playoffs as they come away with a victory over the Comeaux Lady Spartans, 3-0. We'd like to send our thank yous out to the people responsible for bringing you the match tonight, starting with our superintendent of St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, Mr. Trey Fols, our director of broadcasting at Channel 13, Dr. Melody Swang, my cameraman out there tonight, Kevin Mumphrey, my man. I'm Rhett Sharp. I hope you've enjoyed the game as much as I have. We'll see you next time in the Prep Zone. You're now leaving the Prep Zone.